bad hair day today. It's one of the things about being mixed. You have badass hair days.
How's it going?
Y'all have to excuse my hair today. I'm done. I just don't even care. It's been a long day.
Are you gonna introduce the video?
So here's the video. The video. Speaking of mixed people, Emoja would like to talk to you all about dating a mixed person whilst in the black community.
Whilst
in
Wild.
the black. What? It's whilst in the black community.
Wilds.
It's whilst?
Yes, it's wild.
Since when?
Since it's a derivative of while. Like whilst.
I always said whilst.
Yeah, because the white people you were around were stupid. But it's okay. It's not
You
your fault.
cannot talk
It's not
about
your fault. It's
them
not your
like
fault.
that.
Seriously, they probably
Some
really,
of them are
they
stupid,
probably really
but
thought
I'm
that they were
just
smart,
saying.
but they're wrong. It's
Hey,
whilst.
auntie.
Hey, how the hell you gonna say hey to my auntie?
I'm just saying. You sit
Hey,
and talk about
auntie.
white people, and I'm just.
Anyway, go ahead. Let's start though, for real. What are we talking about?
Well, first of all, welcome.
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 What up, man?
So, let's just get the logistics out of the way. I am Bestet. This is
Umoja.
Hi, Umoja.
What up, though? Hey, people.
We are having a
up,
conversation tonight about dating somebody who is mixed in the black community. I'm gonna let Umoja talk about it because I don't date.
You gonna talk about? Aren't you mixed? Aren't you dating somebody?
I don't date mixed people,
Or
but I am.
you could put
we're gonna talk about from my perspective
you
too.
could put slash
But
being
we
a
could
mixed
do that.
person.
We can
Well,
get
because
deep. We talk about from my perspective.
We're gonna talk about it a little bit. Like I think it's gonna come up.
Okay. For those of you who just got here,
What up, though?
my hair is a mess. It's wild.
We ain't gonna talk about it. It's
I
beautiful.
need to talk about it because it's bothering me.
Okay, come on.
Like
Okay.
right here.
Okay, damn, stop.
All right, let's
distracting
go.
the people.
Let's do this.
So I want to the first thing I thought about is like when we say mixed people, how it's totally different, and this just goes to show the difference between white and all the other races. But it's different when you talk about somebody who's mixed with black and white as opposed to, like, let's say black and Asian.
Okay.
Or black and Mexican.
Okay.
People don't even question their blackness unless they like black and Asian. Usually when you black and the black and Asians who I know usually raised in like a multicultural home. It's not like you just they usually a couple. But I've seen like some people who mix with black and Mexican who was raised by the Spanish side and literally like Spanish speaking black people who really don't even rock with the black side. Like, but even still, if you was black and Mexican, there would never be a question about your blackness. It
Right.
seems like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It seems like because there's two people of color, so it's like it doesn't even count. But whereas a white person, because it is a different. Because when we talk about who's your mom, who's your dad, you know what I'm saying? What up though? Or who is your white side of the family?
Right.
Not to say that other races aren't racist as hell too, but it's just a different. It's a cultural and spiritual difference when it's a white
Right.
person. So I just want to point that part out
Because
first of
I
all.
think that comes from white people being the oppressor and all other colors being the oppressed. And so if you're black and Hispanic or black and Asian, it is considered two oppressed groups. And neither one of them is considered an oppressor. Where if it's a situation like me, where I'm black, but then I'm also mixed with white, the white side is considered the oppressive side. So it's kind of weird. It's like you've got the black side and then this white side who oppresses the black side. So I think that's why when you have this mixture that's not black and white, that there is no questioning about it because there's not any oppressive bloodline within there, supposedly.
Okay. I know we're gonna go into that more too, and like obviously like we coming from a perspective of like being like what like we would call pro-black, and then dating somebody who's not like all black or at least as much black as they can. Nobody's pretty much 100% African in America who was born in America, but so like saying that I'm all pro-black, but then you date somebody who's not 100% black. Like is that a thing, right?
That's
like,
a thing.
And to some people it really is a thing. Like and like even me, it was like I'm attracted to dark skinned people. Like it's not like I like went searching for light skinned girls. Like I like hold on.
He did
Huh?
try to talk to me though. I didn't come after him. That was him. He came after me.
Ain't that a bitch?
Let me get my.
I'm trying to sit up here and be positive about this situation.
I'm being positive,
And you gonna sit up here,
but I'm just saying.
Okay.
You can be attracted to dark skin. Beautiful.
When she heard me talking about I'm gonna be with somebody blue black, you sure wasn't, huh? Huh? anyway, stop.
Yeah.
You derailing the conversation.
Yeah, that was you
derailing the
talking
whole
about some blue black
conversation. Okay. But like it is like I don't feel any way personally, but obviously because I'm with you. Like and to tell you the truth, I could say this for a fact. Like this light skinned mixed person is blacker than some of the blackest people I know. Men, women, children, dogs, cats. This one right here. But then there's moments when the whole white girl come out. It's not funny. It is literally not funny. It's very concerning. There's moments where the white girl come out. What up, though, G? It's moments where the white. It's not funny. Like I'm really being serious. It's a moment where I really think about my life decisions with who I'm serious. She's laughing, and I'm gonna just say it right. It could be something simple like a movie. I could say a movie like a Black Coat classic, and she'd be like, "Oh yeah, I've never seen that." But then,
not my fault.
listen. But then let us be randomly riding down the street or something, and let some fucking Pantera come on. Let some old ass classical rock song come on or something, and you get to singing it word for word.
What's wrong with that? I'm just saying, like, who doesn't know Bohemian Rhapsody? Who doesn't know that?
That's not it though. You can name a list. You could look at y'all know the game Rockstar, right? The game Rockstar. She probably know every song on there.
You talking about
the game Rockstar?
It's not Rockstar. Guitar Hero.
Anyway, that's just a couple examples of how sometimes it comes to light. Like, hold on, because and this is the difference. I know I'm jumping around, but I think that there's a difference too about who you was raised by.
This is
because if you was raised by like if you just had the parent who like just slept with a black person and then they left or whatever, y'all broke up and you got custody of them and you was raised by white people, I think your worldview is different. Just in general, whether you was no matter what, if you raised by white people, and you could attest to that, I'm sure. Like when you grow up and then realize you black or realize you different, right. And it's just one of the most selfish things when I really think about it. I don't want to get off the conversation, but I think that it is a difference because I've known people and have them in my family who are like lean more towards like I don't even want to say the white side, but they're just
maybe that's just where they're more comfortable.
Exactly. That's a good way to put it. They just more comfortable on the white side, and then I got some family who did look damn near white and who's black in terms of like they slang, how they act, how they carry themselves, they swag and everything. So I think that makes a difference too. You know, because you can have a dark-skinned person who is like, this motherfucker, you are not black. like, I mean, you know what I'm saying in terms of like the spirit that you're bringing. Like, I just can't. I can't. I don't want to get too descriptive on that. What do you think about the fact about like mixed people thinking that they not, or other people thinking they ain't black enough? Hold on. Sorry, Adai. I agree with the raised by full-heartedly in your environment. Yeah. I'm black and was raised by a white mom and grandpa. Ooh.
But that's my situation too. However, that was not the case always. So, we're kind of going off on a different thing, but I'm just going to say this. I was raised by my white mother and her husband who was white. And that's just that they raised me the only way they knew how to raise somebody, as a white person. So, and I think a lot of times that parents think that their white privilege somehow just gets passed on to their black children, and they just have on these blinders like I don't see anything else. I just see my daughter, or I just see my child, or whatever. But so I think that definitely had something to do with. I don't know why I'm here right now the way that I am, but I definitely have some strong views.
And two though. Something that Lum is saying too, though, is that like it depends on who your parents are too, because you can have some white parents who literally grew up in the villa,
right?
You know what I'm saying? True. Who really from the hood. You know what I'm saying?
Some white
like
women who have black children and they
Seriously.
they raised them in a black environment.
Let's not be confused. We may not want to well, it ain't even about admitting it or saying that we like it or dislike it, but there are in every hood there's a couple of white families always who grow up and they really do be with the shit just by way of they're in the neighborhood and in the environment. So
right.
It's not none of this is just across the board. Now what about the whole black enough thing? Like, you know how we
so
put a
here
litmus
is what's
on
that?
blackness.
Okay,
Go
well
ahead.
here what I was talking about as far as that goes is the whole thing about, and I think we touched on it a little bit about what one of the concerns that I had in dating him is that I was worried that people would think that because he went from being, can I talk about where you went from? Can I talk about where
Go
he came
ahead.
from? Okay. So he went from being with a white woman to being with me. And I think I worried about that people wouldn't take him seriously because they would think in their head that he's still not going all the way black. He's still got this woman who's mixed with white people, with white. And so that was.
That's just because your dark-skinned sister didn't say yes. That's the only thing. That was a bad joke. Okay. Don't throw up on me.
Ashley, if you're out there,
I ain't never met Ashley.
do you hear what this man's saying?
I love you, Ashley. Anyway, come on before I get in trouble. This ain't what we're supposed to be talking about.
But no, this was honestly, and I think
Which
I
is
talked to
weird.
you
You
about
did,
that.
which
I
is-
think
and
I
I
talked
thought
to
it
you
was
about
a
that,
weird
but
thing.
I was
That's
like,
ridiculous.
you think that's ridiculous, but then not too long after we came up on the camera and somebody saw you, they inboxed you talking about, is that your girlfriend? And it's really weird to me how these dudes be talking about pro-black this and pro-black that, and then they don't date a black woman, they'll date a mixed woman. I'm sorry, I get the whole mixed thing and whatever, but I'm black.
This the thing though. I personally don't give a fuck about what nobody think. First of all, like me, for real, like I don't care about what nobody think. Plus, I know who you are, and
Right.
I know that when it come down to this shit, you was raised by some other shit that become weird. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that later.
Okay.
But like I know what black spirit you got, and it's stronger than anybody who I know who would even have the audacity to say something. It's like, yeah, if you knew who you was talking to, that wouldn't even be the issue. But that's something that honestly never even ran through my mind because I know what I'm attracted to. I know goddamn well a blackout.
I know what he's attracted to as well. It's
Listen.
not me.
Ain't that a bitch? Ain't that a bitch? I'm just saying. Listen. Black. I'm not running from black at all.
No.
But so that's why when somebody say it, like it's not even like, okay, well maybe I got to think about this. It's like no, not at all. Not at all. This one here though, her special.
I'm special.
Her special in a very good way, yeah. But back to this though. So I didn't really think about the whole like you're not black enough. And then like how you
That's
just
because
say
that's
like
not something that you have to deal with on a regular
Yeah, yeah.
basis. I have to deal with the whole you're not
Exactly.
black enough shit all the time. Now I stopped dealing with it because I'm like, well, you clearly don't know me. You don't know anything about me. If you knew the things that I felt and that I do, then you wouldn't say that to me. I don't think. So anyway, go
What
ahead.
about the not being advanced in black knowledge? Like, you think that had people really equate your skin tone with how knowledgeable you are on
Absolutely.
black consciousness? Really?
Absolutely. And the fact of the matter is, I'm way behind because I didn't have anybody teaching me shit. So
That's an individual level though. It's light skinned scholars. I'm talking about shit. Malcolm X was a light skinned brother.
okay.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? So how does that? I don't get how that would be.
In the common world, definitely questioned. Even like if you see kids that are raised by white people, like you see adopted black children that were raised by white people, definitely questioned on your black knowledge and stuff. But I'm gonna tell you this: I didn't even know who Malcolm X was until middle school. Now that's some bullshit. How am I not gonna know who Malcolm X is until middle school?
I don't think that's an abnormal thing though, to really be conscious about who Malcolm X is.
I don't even think I was
America,
conscious
as a
about
black person.
like
I'm just saying.
I don't think I realized the importance of these figures in history, in black history, until I was an adult.
I think a good one though, for real, a really good one is when you think about quote unquote white traditions when you like for real when you like raised by something. I didn't experience it too like this.
Oh yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Great point, Loom. But like in thinking about like, cause something that happens when you come when some people come to consciousness in terms of figuring out like the system of racism, white supremacy. We also start looking at capitalism and start looking at particularly holidays, right? And some of that shit is so ingrained in us, even as black people. Now imagine how much ingrained in it when you raised by white folks who think that all of these traditions are the greatest things ever, because guess what?
Right.
They are the greatest things ever when you white, because they're yours and they're fun and they're nice, and white Christmas, and every time some Christmas music come on.
I was about to say, to this day, I don't celebrate Christmas anymore.
Yes, you do.
But
yes, you do.
I love Christmas
Dancing
music.
through the snow.
I'm sorry. Here's the thing, and this is what I told him.
I'm leaving. I'm still
stay right
shit.
here, mister.
You hear that shit? Listening to the oppressor, you colonizer.
Listen, when we first started just talking to each other and stuff, and it was around the holiday season, and I was talking about I'm not celebrating the holidays, and I was talking about Christmas music at work and how I listen to it at work and I sing along with it, and I was like, it makes me happy. It just does. Like Christmas music makes me happy.
That's that white girl shit.
Listen, Christmas music makes me happy, and why should I act like I don't like something that I really do like?
That is a good point.
I will say this though. There are some Christmas songs that come up that now that I understand more things, they actually are irritating to me. Like the song, Do They Know It's Christmas?
How are we talking about Christmas?
Because you brought it up. I'm just saying, like the song, this is guys, this is the perks of dating a mixed person. Do They Know It's Christmas is the dumbest freaking Christmas song ever.
Okay, I want to talk about something serious though about it. No, seriously though.
Okay.
And I wish there was more people watching right now. So, another part of coming into consciousness is really delving into, and a lot of people, this isn't something that's talked about a lot really, is really delving into whether you go into it or not, is really questioning all of your background, your spiritual background, all of your religious belief, all of your teachings. And then once you learn more about Africanism and you learn more about like the ancestral belief, which isn't like all Africans don't believe in, you can talk to ancestors and stuff, but all of us think we do, but that's another story. But like a lot of the tribes and a lot of the countries in Africa do believe in the ancestral realm and more than just like God, Earth, universe. Is more like ancestral still live. And something that we talk about every now and then, like about her confusion about like when I meditate, I don't know who I'm talking to. I don't know if I'm calling on my ancestors. Like shit, it could be a damn Viking. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking I'm calling my great grandma, and I'm calling this witch right from fucking Poland or something. So touch on that, because that's a real thing. Like that's something that's like serious, because that's some actual real stuff that I ain't got to worry about.
Yeah, I think one of the things, because we've talked about meditating together and stuff, and trying to just be in touch with our ancestors, and it is confusing and it's hard to me, because I honestly believe that there are pieces of my background and my ancestors who would not acknowledge me, or that they would actually be angry with the person that I am.
That's why I gotta watch her. Just that shit. Go ahead.
What you mean? What you talking about?
I'll tell you about it later. Go ahead. Cook.
But that is actually that's actually something that's really bothersome to me, like extremely bothersome, because not knowing who I'm supposed to call, or maybe accidentally calling on the wrong person. I don't want anybody here who's meant to do me harm.
Yeah, man. Yeah, because that shit is real. The spiritual realm is real. All this shit, I ain't gonna talk about nobody's religion, because when it's done right, it opens up the similar doors. But like our like ancestral, our spiritual realm is stupid powerful, and you could be opening up to some shit. Lastly, dealing with the white people and the families. Luckily, I don't have to, because she don't like her white side of the family, so I ain't got to deal with none of that. But seriously, like I've been with a white person, so of course I've dealt with white family. I'm trying to think of any mixed girl I've ever been with girlfriend. I don't think I've been serious enough with a mixed
To
girlfriend.
be with their
To be
family.
with their white sided family.
I just want to clarify that it's not that I don't. Well,
tell the truth. Tell the truth. Don't sit up there and pull punches now. Shit. Now you're scared.
I
now
don't know. It's
want
not
to be honest.
that. I think that saying that I don't like them is
Not
really
like that.
harsh.
Yeah.
I think it's harsh to say that I don't like them.
We love
I
you,
don't
white family.
deal with them.
There you go. Okay.
Because we don't have anything in common anymore.
That's
once I kind of came into this, I guess I don't like to say came into consciousness, but
I know
that's what
because it's something that's been bastardized.
You know what I mean when I say came into consciousness, though.
But
I my eyes were open to a lot of things, and my white side of the family is very oppressive, and they've done a lot of things throughout my life. And looking back and thinking about the shit that they did, or the things that they didn't protect me from, and I'm just like, and of course because I tell them I feel this way, then clearly I don't love them anymore.
that guilt trip shit.
Yeah, but the thing is, I flipped it around and was like, actually, I kind of feel that way about you because you weren't. The way that you feel about people that look like me makes me feel like you don't love me.
But when it comes down, see, now we're going to go back to what the topic is of dating someone who's mixed.
Right.
Now, if I was to come around your white family, I don't know these people. I don't trust these people. And my first assumption is that you don't deal with black people like me, and you don't like black people like me. Like, period. Like,
you know what?
Hang on. Not in no aggressive way, like, I'm just gonna meet you, you're my adversary. But just like, I know people, and I know who I am, and I don't know who you are, but knowing who I am, I know I can't be who I am around you. I'm gonna come in here on this fucking Thanksgiving that I don't believe in, but because you do. You feel me? Like, if that's the case. Not that this happened, but this is what black people go through. This is what black people go through when they with non-black people. We put ourselves in these situations where we got to be the eyeball out, and everybody want to talk about Donald Trump. Everybody want to talk about the racist shit with you. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to talk about how they cool because they know a Lil Wayne song or some dumbass shit like that make you want to just slap the shit out of them. Want to ask you some dumbass black question from the 90s and shit.
Right.
Weirdo stuff like that. And it's just uncomfortable and don't want to be bothered with people. That's how I want to be bothered with them.
So then let's talk about, though, when you take a mixed person to the black side of the family, some of the things that could possibly happen. I know one of the things...
What have you experienced?
I have definitely been made to feel uncomfortable.
How?
Not from your family.
I know, not from my family. I'm just saying how, though. Because, hang on. Before you start, usually, because what I know about black people is that we not the people who like that. We don't get that from black people. Hold on. Listen to me. Listen.
Okay, I'm
listen
listening.
to me.
I'm listening. Usually
when it's something like that, it's an insecurity thing. It's you think you better all that. Don't be light-skinned with pretty eyes. Oh, Lord. You know what I'm saying? It's like, especially usually it's a woman thing. I'm just gonna say, let's be honest.
This is true.
Usually it's a woman thing. This bitch thinks she all that. She thinks she all that. No, it's just because your insecurity is because whiteness have control over our minds so much that just seeing you light skinned, you can be halfway pretty. You don't even gotta be pretty. Just be light skinned with pretty eyes and all off top. Everybody you automatically in the way because they think everybody wants you. Simple as that. And then on the other side, you fetishize by the men. So the women hate you. So the women hate you more.
Right.
So the women hate you more.
Right. It's an
terrible.
uncomfortable situation.
Yeah, it's terrible.
It's definitely an uncomfortable situation.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I still love you though. With your white ass.
I need you to be more specific.
I bet it do. I bet it do for real. When you talk about whiteness, when you talk that's all we talk about.
There's no white people in the Caribbean, Adane.
Light skinned.
Is there?
Skin complexion. He's talking about how we fetishize over the skin complexion.
Got you.
The models, the TV stars, always be lighter.
We touched on that though when we did today. I posted the video that we did about being mixed. And whether being mixed is considered black.
Loon said thought they was Mexican. Oh, on everything though, Loon. On everything though.
I get that a lot too, though. That people think that I'm Mexican, and I mean, even
what are you?
Even Hispanics have come up to me and started speaking to me in Spanish, and I'm like, ooh, no, habla español. Sorry, I can't do that. Sorry.
No habla nothing.
No habla español. Sorry. But okay, Adani. Well, to get mixed individuals, you have to have white people, and there's no white people in the Caribbean.
There are. What you think?
I'm just being funny. I'm just kidding. I know there's gotta be some Shabins. Oh, is Shabin kind of like equivalent to Redbone here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And,
Well,
and that's real. You could put, man, it's so sick. Seriously, you could put what we would say. Let's say a trailer trash white girl, just a white girl in like a tank top and some shorts and just disheveled hair, next to a what we would call a hood rat. I don't even know what you call now, so we'll just keep on saying next to a hood rat.
Okay.
Somebody who got like just let's just say hair disheveled in a ponytail, one of the little old.
the little tiny ponytail.
And 9 times out of 10, people will say that the white girl is the
That's
pretty
sick.
one. I'm just saying the truth.
That's sick.
It's the truth.
I'm sorry.
It's the truth. Shit. It's the truth. Anyway.
But I will say this. Like I said, I think for me, one of the main things that I worry about is the whole people not taking you seriously for dating a mixed person. It bothers me. It is silly.
That's giving
It's
power
silly
to
because I
somebody
know,
else, though.
but
Yeah.
it's silly because I know better. But it's also silly that that's a thing. It doesn't matter. There's people that
It's
don't know
okay.
you and would never take it. It's not
Maybe
okay
I-
though, because no. One of the reasons that you don't date or live with or are married to a white person is because you knew that the black community was not going to be able to take you seriously if you were with this white woman.
Yes, but
Okay, but then
that's
there's
making it.
this-
Hang on, because when you say for real, when you say that, that's making it seem like I feel like I have this huge like universal calling on me to lead an exodus of the people. Like it's not that. Although, listen to me, follow me.
Okay.
Although my mission and my goal in that was like I feel that I'm supposed to do something that is different, that is more important than somebody who could be comfortable living and being fucking married to a white person talking all this black liberation shit. It's fucking stupid. I don't care what nobody says. I don't care what nobody said, but this is just me. This is Laron Umoja Laron Ortega speaking. Me. I did not feel comfortable being married to a white person and talking all this black shit. That's me. I don't put that on nobody else. That's my convictions, right? That's it. Because I knew that I was going to be out here talking shit, talking about white supremacy, talking about what we need to do as black folks, talking about we need to switch all the bullshit that we're doing to harm ourselves and switch that around to what we can do to empower ourselves. And part of that is sitting up there thinking that it's okay to just be with everybody else while we got single black women with single black babies. Fuck, that makes sense.
Right.
There's not enough of us. There's beautiful black women. There was just a conference today with hella beautiful black women, man. Beautiful professional black women. Today, my boss and another sister from my job was there. And I seen pictures. Somebody who else there? Javelin Hardy was on there showing all the pictures. Beautiful sisters. Sure, some of them were single. But we'll be running around with every other race like it's all cute and calm. Oh, look at you got these beautiful babies. Yes, you do. And it's fine. And in a great world, that's exactly how it will be. A fucking utopia. We all fucking everybody. We all fucking everybody. We all having all these babies.
We're not there
That would be
yet.
beautiful, yo. That would be beautiful. But that's not our realities as black people in America. And you done got me off. See why you start with some shit.
I was just
I'm
expressing
going to sleep.
you my
You didn't have to do
concern.
that though. This is why I see that's that colonizer side that want to take over some shit. You should have just stayed on course. Now I gotta take a shit. Now I gotta shit. That's what happened. You didn't got me all nervous and all in my guts.
Listen,
now I
I
gotta
don't
do this.
understand what shitting has to do with anything
I'm
to
through.
do with
I'm
what
through.
we're talking about
I'm
right
through.
now.
I'm through.
Not a damn thing.
I love you for who you are, but I'm through. You got something else? Look, huh? Oh shit. I love y'all though. Thanks for y'all participation. I don't have anything else, Mama. I know there's so much we could talk about here.
It's hard to talk about
so
this
much.
subject and not veer off on other things. But I'll say this from my perspective.
You too young for that. You are too young for that. Did that just happen on live camera? Damn. Did you just say that?
It's not that. It's that I just didn't want to
What I say,
know.
Sheila? What I do? I did something.
I just didn't know if I wanted to say what I was thinking I wanted to say. Never mind, y'all.
Damn. So what would I want to say for last words about dating a mixed person is that I mean,
Don't do it.
no, seriously though, because it's interesting how like one person can say like no, black first, black power, and everything else, and then make a quote unquote exception because you do have white in you. Mm-hmm. If we was to have a baby, there's a high chance that even though if two black people can have a baby, that's really light. So that's neither here nor there.
It's not a high chance.
But stop.
I'm just telling you.
But I'm just saying, though, it's interesting
that the baby would not be.
Oh,
oh right. Yeah.
I know, Michelle. You know, I have 0 cents. It's past my bedtime. Yeah, but what you see? Who you see?
Oh, I was touching the screen so it could clear up. But I'm talking. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Do your thing. No, you was talking about
Say your thing.
babies and like how we would have a high chance, and I'm saying
I was saying that
light-skinned baby.
that is interesting how we make exceptions or we relent in certain areas of whatever we talking about. How like I was like how I like completely like disagree or personally I personally disagree with shacking up, living with, marrying, all that stuff to a non-black person, like kind of across the board, right?
Okay.
But then if you were mixed with black and anything else, do I make it okay? What if you were like 25% black and then you was white and Asian or something? You know what I mean? What if you was
like,
do I just say, oh well, she's 10% black,
like
she
the
got
parent was a mixed person and then they
had a
yeah.
parent by you know what I'm saying though? Like so then there's that. Then there's the whole. Then
I think it goes more with who the person identifies with, though. I think that makes a huge difference. Is who do they identify with?
I'm telling your baby, she's all low key mad. Yeah.
Your babies are beautiful. But I do think that has a lot to do with it. Like, who do you identify as? Because if I could look like this and I could be identifying as something else, I could
listen. You just, oh my goodness, for real. You just brought up something. What about the brother or sister who gets with the mixed person who 100% identifies with white, but they
right.
mix as like, no, I'm with the sister or
right.
I'm with the brother.
Right.
But this person is 100%. You know what I'm saying? Like
right.
100%
They don't identify
at all
with the black community, with their black side.
But they use their skin. They use their mixedness,
right.
they mixedness as a like, no, I'm really with you know what I'm saying? I'm sure that's done. I'm sure that's done.
It's gotta be a thing.
You just made me think of it though when you was thinking of it in the flip side. That's interesting. Ooh.
Which one of y'all's out there doing that shit? Which one of y'all out there doing that shit? Show yourselves.
Anyway, I really don't have nothing. I know I said that 5 minutes ago.
You don't have nothing else to say?
I don't think so. We talked about the white traditions. We talked about being with the white, coming around the white family. Cause that's the stuff, man. That's the stuff. I remember when Trump got elected. I think it was when Trump was about to get elected. I was still around. Oh my goodness.
Let me tell you, Trump was the breaking point for me dealing with my fucking white side of the family.
Stop. We ain't talking about that. Nope. Stop.
Ass.
That is not the topic. It is.
I'm just saying.
I'm not
they
letting it happen.
Showed their ass.
I am not letting it happen. I'm not. For real. Yeah, that was. But stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, and the thing is, like you kind of said, they do kind of target. If you were to come into a situation where you were like to meet my white side of the family for some reason, I don't know what for, but but yeah, I definitely think, especially because you're darker. You know, when I was married, it was he was dark, he was black, but he was a lighter skinned black. I think with you being darker, that would actually be more intimidating to them.
That matters.
Yeah,
the darker you are, the more.
I think that would be more intimidating, and then they'd feel like they have to feel you out.
That's how
like
blackness works.
Yeah, I think they'd feel like they'd have to feel him out and see like, where is he? Is he a safe Negro?
Fuck them. I am not a scared to death Negro.
Is this Negro safe, guys?
Nope.
We're not
it ain't
sure.
Safe. It ain't safe. I might start sagging just to do some ignorant shit.
Just to be ignorant.
I sag for the day in some skinny jeans with holes in them.
Oh my God. Mm-mm. Anyway.
I have fun with this.
This
What are
is
we
great.
doing next time? What was this? This was.
What do y'all want to talk about next time? Let's go. Where's our list?
Let me see if I can find.
Since what is there? How many people are there? 2 people on here? 3 people?
Topics.
You're going to help us figure out what we're going to talk about in a couple weeks. So,
We need some more.
first of all, just to break it down, should we do something pro-black or relationship? Which one should we do? Pro-black or relationship stuff?
It ain't
I'ma
safe.
wait.
It ain't safe.
Who's going to be first?
What I don't even know what I did. The
Who's
comments
gonna
don't be.
I know. Who's going to be first? Both.
Oh, shit,
Johnny!
Don.
Come on!
Damn.
We can't do
Both.
both.
It'll be like.
just do
it'll be
both.
2 hours.
No.
It'll be an hour and a half.
No.
Time.
Adani, you're going to be there Sunday, though, right? You're going to be there Sunday? Okay, listen. Here's what we haven't done that one, though. Relationship. How about myth or reality? Black men don't value... What happened?
I was.
Can you go back down, please?
Yeah. Hang on.
Thank you. Lum says relationship as well.
Okay.
Okay. Myth or reality? Black men don't value relationships and don't know how to court women. Learning each other's love language. Or, is love love? Do you want to do that one? Is love love, or is a white savior complex, or is it a white savior complex thing? When people say black men need to treat women better, everyone agrees. But when people say black women need to treat men better, they list reasons why it's justified for them to treat black men horribly. What do you think? Gender roles in relationships or marriage. What are they? Why should they exist? Pros and cons. What do you think? What are we talking about next time?
You listed all that stuff.
I know. Can you even remember what I said?
Right.
I'm all in the camera. Whoever gets on there first and tells us what to do, that's what we're doing. So it's a race. Who can do it?
It ain't safe. It ain't safe.
All these people are coming on. Y'all,
Right, y'all late.
Y'all are late. We done had the whole conversation.
Man.
You're going to have to watch it from
Real
the
talk.
beginning now.
Come on, Donnie. Damn.
Donnie.
You over there talking about I can see his ass too with a bowl of cannabis talking about
Gender roles or treatment of each other. Okay, so
gender
here's
roles.
here's the two choices then. Gender roles in relationships or marriage, what are they? Why should they exist? Pros and cons. Or
this one.
are you talking about when black women... Okay. Or when people say black men need to treat women better, everyone agrees. But when people say black women
like
need to
that
treat men better,
I
they
like
list
that
reasons
one.
why it's justified for them
I
to
like
treat them
that
the way
one
they
because
do.
we could actually talk about how it is a definite agenda. I know y'all people hate hearing agenda, but there is a definite agenda to keep black elders and black youth fighting, black men and black women fighting, black LGBTQ and black straight fighting. There is a direct agenda to keep us all fighting, y'all.
Okay,
So yeah, let's
that's
talk
the
about
agreement. Okay.
Because that is the thing. You could say whatever you want to about a black man, particularly a straight black man, and it's justified. Shut up, black man.
Right.
You deserve this. You say anything about anybody else, it's like.
But then when they talk
"You're-"
about black men don't know
Okay.
how to treat black women,
Let's do
then
it. Let's do
then
it.
it goes
Because
off
there's
into a
truth
whole
in-
thing as to why
Be-
these it's bad.
Because there's truth in that too, but it's yeah. This gonna be fun. Ooh, wait, y'all. Yeah, This gonna be. Hold on. Hey. Hey, you can't see. Hey, y'all can't see my titty roll. I'm actually doing a little. Hold on. Oh shit! I was actually hitting it for real. I was actually hitting it. Okay.
Okay, so that's gonna be the topic then for next time. Because
Yes.
we're gonna talk about
Yes, Sheila.
when when people say black men need to treat women better, everyone agrees. They're like, yes. But then when people say black women need to treat men better, then they list the reasons why they don't have to treat black men better.
Good night. Love y'all. Thank y'all for tapping in.
Thank you so much for coming in. We love y'all so much. We love that you come in, that you interact with us. We're gonna miss you. We'll see you in a couple weeks.
I got a song for y'all. Can I sing my song?
Yes, baby, sing your song.
How do I?
Okay, bye. We're done. See y'all later.